Hello? Is it big? I hear you be. Hello? Hold on. Is this on? Is this on? Hello? Someone please! Is it on? Hello? Max, is this on? Max, you're supposed to handle the technical problems. Don't just sit there. Ah! Max, quick, do something. Okay, hello? Is it on? Can you hear me? This is weird. Look at this dog. This dog, I can't. Can you see me in there? Like I'm feeling a little I got a little partial invisibility going right now. Am I? Hello? Can you see me? Help! Help me! What if I did the whole show like this? This is how I'm gonna do the show when I turn 30. When I turn 30, I'm just gonna, fake my own death and then show up like this. Like, whoa! I'm coming to you live from a haunted house. But death is no serious, or death is no joking. I fucked up my goddamn intro. Hold on. Let me Okay. Hold the phone. Alright, pretend I'm a ghost again. But death is no joking matter, everybody. Because death is a very serious subject. And while we're talking about Max, what the fuck? Look at this guy. Alright. What day is it? Is it Sunday or Monday? Hold on, let me check my phone. It's Monday. Hello everyone, welcome to another Monday episodic installation of the Above It All program. We got some users that are using today, currently. I've got this new seltzer I'm trying. This is bubbly seltzer. I've had this brand before, but lemon sorbet bubbly. So we got lemon sorbet bubbly flavor. It's pretty good. So I'm trying that, and I got a show lined up. This is a professional news program, as you know. You watch this show to become informed citizens. And I am an informed citizen to some degree. I also must be coming clean, everybody. Once again, I consumed large amounts of marijuana yesterday. It's legal, so I'm allowed. I'm very, like 12 hours later, I'm still in. So, please bear with me. I do have coffee to potentially assist me, or desist me. Is that the opposite of assist? Desist? Is that what it is? No. Anyway, I got coffee here. But, coffee is no laughing matter. Everybody. Oh, man. Alright, Max the dog is currently playing pick up the tennis ball and put it back down. Oh, there you go. He picked it back up. So, welcome to the Above It All news program. We're going to be talking about news today. And I love news. I love talking about the news. I guess not really. But anyway, so Donald Trump, loser of the 2020 election. He lost. I know some people might not know that. but it's actually 2023. The results have been in for quite a while now. He lost, right? He didn't do so well. Some would even say he got epic owned, but I never said that. Just I've heard that. Many people have said that. But anyway, here we have some NBC News article. McCarthy says Americans should not protest if Trump is indicted. And then we have them, they're trying to autoplay the stay tuned now. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to stay tuned, but thank you for that. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy urged calm Sunday and said Americans should not protest if former President Donald Trump is indicted and arrested in a hush money investigation. So on Saturday, Donald Trump was like, breaking news, they're coming for me. Protest now. Now, I don't know if people were protesting. I was too busy doing a bunch of drugs on Sunday, so maybe they are, maybe they're not. If they did protest, I didn't see it in the news, so they must have not protested too well. But either way, so Donald Trump is basically saying, like, I want a civil war now, get out! Right? Like, he's freaking the fuck out. He's kicking and screaming. And everyone else is like, let's not do that now. Let's wait until, like, I don't know, man. What's the better time? If you're a right-wing Looney Tune and you want to fucking, like, go at it with the Civil War, when's the better time than your king being arrested? I don't know. But either way, Kevin McCarthy has got this to say. Quote, I don't think people should protest this, no. And I think President Trump, if you talk to him, he doesn't believe that either. Okay, what? Okay. What? Okay, so Donald Trump says, I'm going to be arrested. Protest now! Kevin McCarthy's like, I mean, if you really talk to him, I don't think he really does want to protest now. What? What? He said it in all caps. If he didn't mean it, he would have italicized it. Like, do we not know how we, like, communicate sarcasm through text? The motherfucker held down the caps button. Donald Trump is so, like, he probably just holds shift, to be honest. Just so, like, it's more, it feels like it's more work, Got to put more work into it. Therefore, it means more. But anyway, so this guy is telling everyone to protest to save America, whatever the fuck. Kevin McCarthy's like, but if you talk to him, he actually would sincerely say the opposite thing if you were to talk to him. Really? What? This fucking shit is so stupid. He said later, nobody should harm one another. We want calmness out there. These motherfuckers are so afraid of another January 6th, man. I mean, I swear to God. Jesus Christ. So anyway, then they're just pretending like he didn't break the law. Like, oh yeah, he didn't break the law. Reminder, his fucking goddamn lawyer went to jail for this fucking shit. So you're telling me the lawyer who carried out the hush money payment goes to jail, but the guy who gave him the money isn't going to jail? No, come on now, come on. Yo, if Donald Trump isn't going to jail, I mean, obviously, he's probably not going to go to jail because we don't live in a country that holds our fucking kings accountable. They can just fucking walk around and break whatever laws they want and get away with it. Unless, right? I mean, maybe we'll throw him in jail. I don't know. But anyway, I think that this is pretty funny. I'm totally down to see whatever violence, whatever damage these fucking freaks want to do. Just have fun. Go get arrested. Have fun with that. Go to jail. And then just tell me how you're feeling about the Civil War II when you're in jail for sedition. I'm just curious. I would like to know what that perspective would be. Maybe we can interview that one guy with the eye patch. I'm not sure. But either way, apparently, according to reports, and when I say reports, I mean Donald Trump himself, apparently he will be arrested tomorrow. So it's possible tomorrow when I'm doing the show, we could get some live footage of Donald Trump being arrested. I doubt it. But it's possible. So everyone stay tuned. The soap opera is getting good, everybody. We're finally in the Donald Trump getting held accountable arc. No, they're going to do some twist, and we're going to save that for the fucking season 78 of the Trump show. We can't end the show too early. We still got some money to make, so I doubt he's actually going to go to jail. But still, it's fun to think about. But there you go. That's the first news item on the news show, because this is a news show, everybody. I cover news, on the show, for the news program. This is the Above It All show, brought to you by Max the dog, who is, yeah, this dog, I mean, okay, check this out. Look at him! Max, you're amazing! Look at his tail! This guy is freaking the fuck out! Max, what the hell? Why are you so adorable? Look at this dog! Oh my god! We got extreme close-up of this goddamn dog, and now he's going else. Alright, so this is the Above It All show, brought to you by Max the dog. Everybody. And, so, doing a program today. I don't know, I don't know. Are you, is this a good show? What is this? Someone give me a live review. I'm pretty hungry. For those of you that don't know, I started up an alternate day fast schedule. Today is my third of 15 36-hour fasting sessions every other day. I am skipping food 100%. All food is being skipped. The only thing I'm allowed to consume, black coffee and water. Seltzer counts as water, by the way. So number 3 is today. If anyone wants to join me for a 36-hour fasting regimen, feel free to hop in on one of the days that I'm doing that, and tell me how you feel. Because I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not going to lie, the second one was a lot easier than the first one. The first 36-hour, well, you know, I've done fasting shit a lot, so it's not new to me. But the first one was a little bit more difficult because I'm getting into it. The second one was a lot easy. Today is the third one. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm planning a 30-day schedule, so 15 food days, 15 no food days. And at the end of this, I'm going to tell you, does it work? Will I lose weight? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll find out together in approximately, 27 days? I don't fucking know. But either way, I will let you all know how it goes, and then you can make your own decisions if you want to try this. You know, who knows? Maybe I'll lose like 40 pounds and I'll just be like a supermodel in like 3 weeks. Don't know yet. But there you go. So that's something. I guess I'm gonna go in. This is a news show we're doing here. So let's jump in. Let's jump into the news show. So the United States of America, not the best country in the world, but, you know, the United States of America is trying to, for whatever fucking reason, I don't know, but they're doing this big song and dance waffling around, you know, about whether or not they want to ban the social media application TikTok. And, you know, I've said this before, TikTok, I don't understand it. I'm 26 years old. I'm basically a boomer. I'm going to be 27. I'm too old for this shit. I'm about to wither away and die. But all the kids, the Zoomers out there, they love that shit. They love TikTok. I don't understand it, right? I like long form videos. My videos aren't at least 45 minutes. You know, like, why even bother clicking the play button, right? But hey, you know, to each their own. I know a lot of kids love TikTok. But the United States, for whatever reason, right, the Democrats, which won the 2020 election based on youth turnout, are trying to do their best job possible on making sure that they don't get youth turnout in the next election. Because Joe Biden has said he might ban TikTok. Now, again, whether or not he does, whatever, Just the headlines. Think about it. Because kids, they have short attention spans. You know anyone in the Zoomer generation, right? They all got ADHD, right? They're like fucking goldfish. They're like flies, like, right? And then their attention is totally distracted, right? So they don't know what the hell's going on, right? So they're only going to see a headline, Biden wants to ban TikTok, and then they're going to freak the fuck out and make 9,000 videos about it without ever reading the article, because Zoomers also don't know how to read articles. They don't know how to read, and they have an attention span of about 2 seconds, right? So again, just the idea that he's floating it out there, that's already bad enough, because so many people just react to the fucking headline. But anyway, that's our recap here. Here we have some more interesting information. TikTok now has 150 million active users in the US. Dude, that is like 45% of the fucking US population. That is a shitload of motherfucking Americans that are using TikTok. Like, we're about to be like, I'm gonna be like in a minority group for never having used TikTok pretty soon here, right? Like, people always out there talking about like white genocide. The minorities are gonna replace us. White genocide, right? Those motherfuckers. What about the non-TikTok user genocide? This is the real shit we gotta worry about. What happens when we're in a world where everyone's on TikTok and I don't even know how to use the goddamn thing? Oh man, I can't even fucking... Anyway, so the CEO is going to go to Congress to basically beg. He's going to beg the Congress not to ban TikTok, right? And, congressional members, House and Senate, both of them, typically groups that are not really... let's say the most educated on what the kids are up to, right? They're really not, they're really not up to date with what, technology has to offer. A lot of them, they are still catching up with the .com boom. Like they're investing in Amazon as we speak, because it's going to be the next big one, right? What I'm saying is these motherfuckers are old as shit and dumb. So anyway, let's read. When TikTok CEO Xiaozi Chu testifies before Congress on Thursday, he plans to unveil new internal data that suggests the popular video sharing app is far more enmeshed in Americans' daily lives than anyone realizes. TikTok currently says about 100 million people in the U.S. are regular users. But when Chu testifies before the House Committee on Energy and Commerce, he will say that the number has reached 150 million, according to senior Democratic strategist advising TikTok. 50% jump in the number of monthly active users in the U.S. suggests the app has become even more entrenched in the U.S. over nearly 3 years that Washington, under 2 presidential administrations, has grappled with how to rein it in. Just note, by the way, again, has grappled with how to rein it in? Again, Twitter, the largest investment shareholder of Twitter, is the government of Saudi Arabia. Does anyone know what Saudi Arabia was doing in, I don't know, September 2001? The motherfuckers in the government of Saudi Arabia were providing space to people that, I don't know, maybe you've heard of it, hijacked a couple planes in September of 2001. Now, they're majority fucking shareholders in TikTok, or not TikTok, Twitter, but that's fine. Because Saudi Arabia is our ally. Yeah, I know, we allied with one of the major countries responsible for 9/11. We allied with them. Why? Oil, I guess. But anyway, so that's fine. Saudi Arabia, a fucking tyrannical dictatorship, right? Having a lot of fucking say in Twitter.com. That's totally cool. That's fine. But TikTok having Chinese investors. Oh no! Oh no! But again, it's also not just about the China part. It's also about the fact that, again, 3 years, what was going on 3 years ago? For me, I found out what TikTok was during the 2020 protests, when people, especially, again, Zoomers, were sharing videos of police murdering people on TikTok, because at that point it was not very regulated. Again, you could show short videos on there that would spread like wildfire, and that's how a lot of information spread around in younger generations. And that, all of a sudden, then Donald Trump was like, let's ban TikTok. And for whatever reason, Joe Biden is continuing this trend. Yo, these motherfuckers, man, again, they're just dumb as hell. They're dumb as fuck. Like, they can't get their fucking shit straight. Is it China? Is it China specifically, or is it just foreign investors and national security, right? Because on one hand, they say, oh, no, we're not racist. We don't hate China. It's just, well, it's national security. But then what about Twitter? Oh, it's not about China. It's about, it's about people's mental health. Oh, then what about fucking Facebook? Are you going to ban fucking Facebook and fucking Twitter and YouTube if you're so concerned with mental health? Right? Are you going to fund mental health care? Right? So they don't actually give a fuck about that shit. But anyway, I find this pretty interesting. I just find this, it's fascinating that the U.S. government, especially the Democrats, are trying their hardest to lose the demographic that they are like the most entrenched with. That is the youth vote. Like, it's shit like 70% of kids are not, kids that are of voting age are voting for Democrats. They're trying to can we get that down to 40? I mean, it's not fair. We got to share with the Republicans, right? We got to be bipartisan. Let's get that number down to fucking 30. Let's see how many kids we can make get mad at us, and then they'll go vote for fucking Republicans because kids are fucking stupid and they just react. Oh, the party in power did something I don't like. React! Let's vote for the other guys because they're fucking dumb. I know. That's just America in general, not kids specifically. But either way, dumbass shit, man. Let me tell you, this whole thing is just so dumb. So dumb. Yo, motherfuckers. Welcome to the Above It All show. This is a Monday episode of the Above It All program. Brought to you by me. Yeah, that's right. I brought you the show. And so as a result, you know what you should do is you should subscribe to my Doom speedrunning YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck if you like Doom. If you don't like Doom, well, I think you have a low IQ, but I don't give a shit. Subscribe anyway. I'm trying to get monetized on that bitch. Do me a fucking favor. Subscribe. So, because again, I'm advertising myself. I could get other people, to let me advertise their shitty fucking products, but instead I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just gonna advertise myself. And so that's what I'm doing. And so you gotta help our sponsors, which is me. And if you help our sponsor, you help out the show. And in this instance, the show and the sponsor is the same person. So it's like a 3-for-1 deal when you really think about it, right? You got the show, you got the sponsor, and then the third one is that, and so subscribe today, everybody. Thank you so much. But anyway, this is a new show. I'm doing news today. This is a news-based program that I do. It's called the Above It All Show. You may have heard of it or not. So today is Monday. Today, I think. Oh God. Today is Monday. And on Monday we do shows. So I will be doing the shows on Monday, and today. So let's jump in. Are you ready to jump in? Is anybody ready? Is anybody fucking ready to jump in? Are you ready? All right. Well, I gave you enough time to get ready. If you're not, okay. Folks, I talk about this stuff on my show a lot. What do I talk about? What am I saying? I'm talking about the government. Not so good. I know. Let me expand upon that. So our government has regulatory agencies such as the Environmental Protection Agency, and they're not that good at their job. Right now, again, I'm not saying we should abolish them. That's going in the opposite direction. But they're just not that good, right? So the EPA guidelines for all kinds of chemicals are far above their limits, right? Where the government should theoretically step in and stop something. The limits are far above the actual scientific numbers on what a safe ingestion of heavy metals would be, toxic chemicals, PFAS, forever chemicals, microplastics, right? So it's imagine let's just use a 100-point scale just for the sake of argument. Imagine if you consume 5 parts per whatever the fuck out of 100, that's going to lead to cancer. Well, the EPA limit would be like 30, right? So it's like, and the water is actually usually above the EPA limit. And because the Donald Trump administration is garbage and the Joe Biden administration is also garbage and didn't undo a lot of the rollbacks that Trump did, the EPA doesn't even really get involved unless, they find out. And when they find out, it's usually like the water quality is like 40 or 50 parts per whatever the fuck of this thing. So my point is the EPA, not so good. And so you might have heard recently about a pretty bad ecological disaster that happened in Ohio. And so I got an update there. Levels of carcinogenic chemical near Ohio derailment site far above safe limit. EPA scientists assessed a dioxin cancer risks threshold in 2010, but a federal cleanup was only triggered at far higher levels. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So it's in between the buffer between the safe limit and the EPA limit. Now you would think, right? Environmental Protection Agency, you would think they would just synchronize the EPA limit with the safe limit, but they don't. Why? Right? So they don't. So let's read. Newly released data shows soil in the Ohio town of East Palestine, scene of recent catastrophic train crash and chemical spill, contains dioxin levels 100 times greater than the exposure threshold above which Environmental Protection Agency scientists in 2010 found poses cancer risks. 100 times above what they... So that would mean, let's say, you are developing cancer, right, at 1x, this safe threshold, right? This is 100x the development of cancer, right? So if toxic chemicals develop cancer, essentially you can kind of just put it on a clock, right? The more toxic chemicals you consume over a repeated amount of time, the quicker your cancer would develop, right? So what they're saying is, this is going to develop cancer in people essentially at 100 times the limit, or the rate rather, than they found it would do whatever. My point is, it's all in the dose, right? You consume a toxic chemical in a very low dose, you can have an extremely, like, we're talking 0.0001% or whatever the fuck of cyanide and be fine. The poison is in the dose, right? So when you hit a certain dose, it becomes fatal, right? And how is that fatality measured? Well, in cyanide's case, it just fucks you up, right? Pretty much immediately. But in a lot of toxic chemicals case, it just develops cancers in your body, oftentimes in your lungs, because that's where you're breathing this shit in, esophageal cancer, that kind of stuff. So again, and the EPA is not going to get involved because... So let's go. The EPA at the time proposed lowering the cleanup threshold to reflect the science around the highly toxic chemical, but the Obama administration killed the rules, and the higher federal action threshold remains. So we got 3 presidents in a row that just fucked you over. If you're living in East Palestine, Obama fucked you over, Trump fucked you over, Biden's fucking you over. They're all fucking you over. It's like a gangbang going on in East Palestine. Also, by the way, all over the country, because the whole country is going to turn into East Palestine pretty fucking soon here, at the rate of, the crumbling infrastructure. But everyone, don't worry. They signed a bipartisan infrastructure bill like 2 years ago, and we've seen nothing from it. We've seen pretty much nothing at a societal scale. We've seen nothing from it, but it was bipartisan, so it's all good, everybody. So stupid. The same motherfucker, Barack Obama, the same motherfucker. Do you remember this, by the way? Okay, check this out. Do you remember this? In Flint, Michigan? Imagine instead of coffee, this is water, okay? Oh, that water is perfect. Oh, that water is amazing. Oh, it's the cleanest water I've ever had. Does anyone remember that? Are you surprised that the same motherfucker who covered up Flint, Michigan's fucking water crisis, he covered it up working hand in hand with fucking disgusting fucking former Michigan Governor Rick Snyder. They worked in tandem to cover up what is now causing, right, again, a lead poisoning crisis that has made it so that thousands and thousands and thousands of people are suffering from lead poisoning. Kids are essentially, their lives were destroyed, and now they've got disabilities for the rest of their lives because Barack Obama covered it up, and Rick Snyder, right? And so is anyone surprised at these presidents being just garbage? They're garbage, man. They're fucking trash cans, right? You know when it's like a fucking windy rainstorm and the trash cans are flying around in the wind? That's Barack Obama. That's Donald Trump. That's Joe Biden, right? Anyway, let's keep going. Though the dioxin levels in East Palestine are below the federal action threshold, and an EPA administrator last week told Congress the levels are very low. Well, yeah, because the EPA threshold is like 9,000% what a regular, normal human being would want it to be. They're going to say, oh, very low. Like, Jesus Christ. The levels found in 2 soil samples are also up to 14 times higher than dioxin soil limits in some states, and the numbers point to wider contamination, said Linda Birnbaum, a former head of U.S. National Toxicology Program and EPA scientist. Are you surprised that the same administration that is covering up COVID deaths is covering up the East Palestine oil spill, or not oil, but toxic chemical spill? They're covering up the effects of climate change. They don't want us to know about how climate change is going to fuck us up. They don't want us to know about how long COVID is going to fuck us up. They don't want us to know how many people are dying of which disease. They don't want us to know what's in the soil, in the water in East Palestine. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? It's almost like we live in a world that our government is overrun by fucking religious fundamentalists who don't believe in fucking science, right? They just don't fucking believe in science. It's that simple. I mean, you're saying the environment, this is 1984 shit, motherfucker. The Environmental Protection Agency doesn't actually protect the environment. They don't actually believe in toxic chemicals, because if they did, they would fucking do something. But they don't. They care more about their dumb fuck rules. Oh, is it in the rules? Should we look at the rules? How many people are gonna die? Well, the rules say, what does the rules say? Well, the rules say we need to kill 17,000 people. Well, don't you feel bad about the fact that we're murdering people through our negligence? No, because it's the rules. It's the rules. They say that we don't get involved into it. And I follow the rules. I don't want... Like, these motherfuckers, this is mass murder, like, does anyone understand this shit? But anyway, so that's the EPA doing some great stuff. Really nice. Let's keep going with this, because, you know, this is pretty bad. The levels are not screaming high. What the fuck does screaming high even mean, by the way? But we have confirmed that dioxins are in East Palestine soil. The EPA must test the soil in the area more broadly. The data probably confirms fears that the controlled burn of vinyl chloride in the days after the train wreck in the town created dioxin and dispersed it throughout the area, experts say. But go home. It's safe. We're not going to pay for people to go to a hotel or something like 20, 30 miles away so that they can be safe. Everyone go home and breathe in toxic chemicals because, well, what is you expect? I don't know, FEMA to pay for you to go live at a hotel for a couple weeks? What do you think FEMA's for? FEMA's a money laundering scam. They're not actually supposed to go in and help you when there's a fucking time of crisis and a fucking disaster. They're just there to collect paychecks. They don't give a fuck, right? You think FEMA's gonna get involved? You think the state's gonna get involved? You think EPA? They're just there to collect paychecks. All they're doing is sitting at their desk fucking typing up a bunch of garbage, playing solitaire, collecting their fucking government money. That's all they fucking care about. They don't fucking care about shit. These are fucking assholes. These are mass murderers. This is serial fucking murder just by negligence, man. I mean, this is the trolley problem on crack, on steroids, motherfucker. Anyway, let's keep going. The chemicals are highly persistent and can accumulate and stay for years in the environment or human bodies. For years! Like, this is like a Chernobyl. Like, you just fucking rope off the whole town. Sorry, East Palestine, I hardly know her. It's gone. The city is gone, motherfucker. There's like negative 12 people that live there anyway, right? Can you really just not, like, I'm serious. Like, we need to create a fucking environmental refugee program from East Palestine, Ohio. That's pretty much the only option. Otherwise, they're just gonna all die there, and they're gonna wonder, why didn't Joe Biden save us? Why didn't Trump save us? Why didn't nobody? And then they're fucking dead. I don't know why you would stay there, by the way. You know? If I was living in East Palestine, Ohio, I would do whatever I can. Sell my home to someone. I don't fucking know. I would get the fuck out of there. I don't give a shit if I grew up there. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm out. I'm gonzo. Okay, motherfucker? But anyway. God damn. Okay, check this out. Soil and food contamination are considered to be among the most common exposure routes, so that's great. After resisting calls for weeks to test for dioxins, the EPA on the 3rd of March announced it would order Norfolk Southern to do so. Okay, so the EPA, instead of doing it themselves, right, government agency, unlimited amount of money to essentially do their job, they're going to order the company responsible, if there's any legal liability for the levels of toxin that are available, right, this company are going to have to take the brunt of that if there's legal liability involved. So the EPA, or like, this is like ordering the guy who killed someone to check out the crime scene, right? Okay, so you know for a fact that Detective Davey Fuckface is like a rogue cop and he killed someone, right? So you're telling him to go check out the crime scene first before anyone else is allowed. Okay. This is too much. Fuck. This is too much shit. Anyway. You can check out the rest of this if you'd like. It's just a bunch more garbage. But wow. I mean, again, we live in hell world. This is hell world. Like, fuck me, man. I mean, I don't know if you can do anything other than laugh at this fucking shit at this point. What other emotion is there? Cry? I'm all out of tears. I had a limited amount and I'm already out. I'm sorry. So I'm now laughing at tragedy. Because how else can we cope? I don't know. Oh. Ohio mutants. Is it gonna create superheroes? It might. We're gonna get mutants and superheroes. Motherfucker's gonna be like, yo, does anyone want to play Fallout 5? Let's go on down to East Palestine and have some fun. Like, what the fuck? We got mutants and superheroes. They're gonna save the goddamn day. That's what I have to say about this whole thing. Fuck. Does anyone want to follow me on twitch.tv? Because you should. If you think I'm entertaining now, just wait until twitch.tv stream. So, Has anyone out there ever seen those fucking weird ass videos? You know, maybe not videos, but let's do photos. Let's turn the clock back before videos were that much of a thing. Has anyone seen photos of those Hitler Youth motherfuckers in Germany going like they're raising their fucking, doing the Heil Hitler thing at the fucking Nazi flag and then like singing their fucking German anthems, right? Does anyone remember that shit? Little fucking weird. Has anyone, you ever see those videos of like kids in China or whatever doing their fucking thing and the flags and all? You ever see those videos of like, you know, fucking in like communist Cuba where they're doing the fucking saluting of the flag and the pledge and all? You ever see these? You know, whenever you see those videos circulating the internet, whenever you see photos about like the Hitler Youth doing their whole thing with the flag, right? You know, people go like, oh my God, tyranny. This is authoritarian dictatorship. You ever see like that shit from North Korea where they're all worshiping the leader? Dictatorship. Oh my God, it's a dictatorship. Oh my God, right? Well, we have a political party that is, their foundational principles are fascism, and I say that literally. This is a fascist candidate spewing fascism. You know, personally, when people talk about the Pledge of Allegiance, you know, my eyebrows raise a tad. You know, I think, oh, Pledge of Allegiance, wow, that's interesting. But this is, I guess you could call her a presidential candidate. Really, this is just like she's a candidate to try to get like a book deal or a lobbying job or vice presidential candidate more than anything. But this is Nikki Haley talking about the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's watch.
Our kids need to be saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yo, this fucking volume is low as shit, man. What the fuck? Wow. This is a 12-second clip. I should have done a little bit of a volume boost. All right, let's do this again, okay?
Kids need to be saying the Pledge of Allegiance when they start their day so that they know to love America.
So anyway, it's not, you know, it's not a banger clip or anything, right? But I just want to talk about this because, like, every time you see Republicans running for president, right, it's the Pledge of Allegiance. We need to put the Bible back in school. They don't love America. They're taught to hate America. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. Now, I am a devil worshiper. I worship the devil, and I've worshipped the devil for a long time, especially when I was younger. When I was a teenager, man, I was like lighting candles, drawing pentagrams on the floor. I was summoning Satan, you know. Satan and I would go out, play some pinball. But most importantly, part of being a devil worshiper, by that, I just mean I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any of that fucking cockamamie doo-doo shit. Part of being an atheist, especially when I was a teenager, was I protested, saying the Pledge of Allegiance because I don't believe in a nation under God. I'm not under anybody, motherfucker, especially not God, right? So I protested the flag. I had other reasons too, but you know what? I was a little bit of an edgelord atheist, so I was like, fuck that God shit, man. Yeah. So when I was in like middle school, I stopped. You know, elementary school, I was a dumbass kid. I did that shit. But, you know, like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, I was like, fuck that. I'm not standing up for the pledge anymore. And then, you know, I was like, well, what else is about the pledge that I don't like? Well, I don't like the country. I don't like America. America fucking sucks. I'm like fucking 13 years old. I'm looking at around the world. I'm looking at my fucking goddamn road that has potholes in it. I'm looking at the water that's cloudy. I'm looking at the fact that I haven't eaten in 3 days, right? I'm thinking to myself, God bless America. How about fuck America? So, you know, I never really stood up for the Pledge of Allegiance. And, you know, I used to get bullied for that shit, man. But I don't want to make this whole video about my, like, high school edgelord, like, you know, controversies, right? But the point is, what taught me to hate America? The Pledge of fucking Allegiance. That's what taught me to hate America. Because I thought to myself, once I started being a semi-rational person, i.e. like a 13-year-old, not that rational, but rational enough, I thought to myself, what the fuck? We are standing up and pledging allegiance to a country that is currently sending young people to die in a war that was started for no fucking reason? Really, I'm going to pledge allegiance. Get the fuck out of here with that Pledge of Allegiance crap. Okay, so anyway. Right. The idea that forcing children to pledge their allegiance to a flag with some stupid fucking poem is going to somehow make them love America. I don't know, man. Maybe it does. Maybe it does for the lemmings out there, the dumb motherfuckers who don't have a brain between their goddamn ears, right? Maybe it does. But I don't know, though. Like, I always think back. You ever see, like, the fucking Soviet anthem, you know, like when the Soviet Union was still a thing, you'd see these like fucking, I wasn't alive back then, but I've seen the commercials, you know, they used to air this shit on television back in the day, and I watched the cringe comps on YouTube now. But the Soviet fucking you know, songs that they would sing or whatever in the schools and all that, people were like, communism is when you sing to the flag. Right, but then they do this fucking crazy ass shit where like we just have presidential candidates that are like, yes, fascism is good actually. Yes, the Hitler Youth, that was actually, you know, we could learn from what the Hitler Youth were being taught. Like, yeah, isn't it a little weird, man? I don't know. Maybe it's a little like, maybe it's not that relevant. I don't know, but really, just the idea that you're going to force a child. By the way, you're not actually forced. You can opt out of the Pledge of Allegiance. It's your First Amendment right. I remember, you know, again, to make this about me, I remember that I had a substitute teacher once in like fucking high school that was threatening to write me up for not standing up for the pledge. I said, I'm not doing it. You can write me up. If I get detention, I'm not going. I've got the First fucking Amendment. I didn't say fucking, but, you know, I told the substitute to fuck off. She wrote me up. I didn't go to detention. No one did anything. They didn't like, I don't even know if like maybe the detention person just like doesn't care. I don't know, but they never came after me or anything. But anyway, I thought that was funny. You ever get these substitute teachers in school, by the way, for anyone who's going down memory lane, these like ex-military substitute teachers that have never really taught anything, but for whatever reason, they can sign up to be substitute teachers. You ever get these guys, these ex-military fucking freak shows that show up with their boots on or whatever in fucking goddamn 9th grade? Like, I'm gonna teach you goddamn math. Like, no, you're not, bitch. I don't even think you know how to add 2 and 2 together. Yo, these motherfuckers get so pissed off when you talk about America not being great. Anyway, that's just an aside. My point here is that, again, it's just weird for Republicans to just basically be saying, yes, fascism is good. Let's indoctrinate our children. 1984 is what we should aspire to become. And all the shit that we talk about in other countries when we call them like communist dictatorships or wherever the fuck, right? We actually didn't really mean that because we want to do that here too. Anyway. Fuck this bitch, and I hope that she loses in her race for vice president. Which she probably will. So there you go. Oh, man. Uncle Buck, separation of church and state is in the no establishment clause of the Constitution. So it is in the original draft. Unless I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was in the original constitutional draft. Yo, these ROTC motherfuckers. That's another one. I'm just ranting and raving about high school now. You ever see, like, you know how, like, every high school they got an ROTC class, right? But yet, like, has anyone ever had, like, experience with them, like, marching down the halls, like, like, they all, like, they line up, like, in the classroom. I don't know, I've never been to that shit, but they line up in the classroom and then, like, they march out like fucking goddamn, like, Nazis. They're marching out, like, you know, when the bell rings. I had this one class that was right next door to ROTC, and every time I would leave that class, they would walk out of the classroom single file and, like, in this weird, it was like, they just teach these kids just weird ass shit. Like, talk about grooming, by the way. Like, fuck me, ROTC. Like, fuck. God damn. ROTC is like college. Like, you know, when you do college credits, except for it's like military. Like, they basically start you in, like, at 16 or 15 going to boot camp in high school. And it's like the college credit version of the military. Like, you do classes for college early. You do classes for boot camp early. And it's legal, I guess. Why not? God damn. Fuck. Anyway, that's the news show I got today. I hope you enjoyed it. Was it a good show? Will I be streaming on Twitch later? I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Everybody, QCock, questions, comments, or concerns? QCock. Post your cues. Maybe shuffle around in your backpack a little bit, your purse, wherever you keep your cocks. Pull out your cocks. Post them to QCock. Questions, comments, or concerns. We got this dog on the floor. Max, are you a dog? Max, are you a dog? I think he said yes. I think he said yes. Yes, Tyler, I will. It'll be ready when it's ready. Yes, I drink black coffee and water. I've never played XCOM. If Donald Trump goes to jail, it's a good thing. If he only has to pay a fine, it's a bad thing. Because then he's just going to rally his base or whatever. But if he goes to jail, he's going to rally his base anyway. Still. But then, like, at least he's in jail, right? At least, you know? Like, so he's going to rally the base regardless. So it's either he's going to rally his base to do fucked up shit and then not pay any consequences. Like, a fine is nothing to rich people. Or he's going to rally his base to do fucked up shit, but at least he's in jail. I don't think he's going to go to jail, though. I read somewhere that it's like he could theoretically spend like 6 months in jail if they really pushed for it. But you really think they're going to push for it? They're not going to push for it. They're not going to do it. But there you go. I have to miss QCock. There's nothing to miss.
I like oat milk in my coffee. It's part of the addiction, but I'll obviously take it black over nothing.
I'm addicted to oat milk? Imagine being addicted to oat milk. I'll probably watch Bob Odenkirk's new show at some point, like maybe in the second month. That way I only need to pay for one cycle of AMC. Maybe 2 cycles, but I want to let some of the episodes stack up so I don't have to pay for 3 cycles. Tomorrow will come and nothing will happen. Trump knows how to dominate the news cycle. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Proud Boys got their shit kicked in. That's awesome. Orange J, man. Well, if you ever try fasting, Anastasia, you gotta drink it black. Other than that, oat milk is fine. Today is Monday. I'm not eating anything all day. Tuesday, I will be eating things. I've decided Wednesday, I will not be eating things. And Thursday, I will not be doing a show. So normally I take off on Wednesday. I'm going to be taking off on Thursday this week. So I thought I would share that with everybody. So Wednesday I will be here with a show. But Thursday I will be off. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm gonna go pee. So I gotta pee. So is fasting something you came up with? I mean, I came up with it, aka started reading about it and decided to give it a shot. But it was recommended to me by myself. I fast often, but I've never done a 30-day like fasting challenge, you know. But I've done multiple like 36-hour fasts. I've done 72-hour fasts. I've done 48. I've done 24. I've done them all. One of these days I'll try a week, but there will be a show on Tuesday. It's true. But from what I understand, the 36-12 is easy on the psychology because it's just you only eat every other day. So, you know, there's no planning change. You know, you don't have to really come up with a plan, right? So that's an easy sell. And the 36-hour mark is mostly to stimulate autophagy and try to maximize benefits of autophagy. So that's why I choose 36. 24, you might be able to stimulate autophagy at 24, but really the 24 to 36 window is where that starts. And you can ride those to a 48 or a 72 as well. Yeah, Soul Life, I disagree. I think you're lying. I'm gonna need pics. Or it didn't happen. I drink coffee because I'm addicted. I don't drink it for energy. I drink it because I'm a fucking addict. You think I'm drinking this shit for energy? Like, oh yeah, oh yes, big and strong. Yeah, no, I drink that shit because I'm a fucking addict. If I don't drink it, I'm like... That's what happens if I don't drink coffee. I need that shit. Otherwise, I'm done for. I can smoke through my ear. You motherfuckers. I'm not buying your fucking, like, carnival tricks, okay? You fucking... Your mushroom mix? What is your mushroom mix? I don't know. I'm gonna say probably, but I would have to look into it. I mean, like, if it's like a couple small tidbits of powderized, like, lion's mane or some shit, I mean, it's possible that it wouldn't, but I'd have to look into it, you know? But some people put lion's mane in coffee. Personally, I'd rather consume a capsule and then drink the coffee because I feel like the taste is not good. But anyway, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate everyone who watches my show. For some fun stuff on yeah, I don't know. I guess on Friday, I guess is when this fucking shit comes out, I will be streaming the Resident Evil 4 remake. I think it comes out on Friday. So if anyone's interested in that, a little history lesson. I used to have the world record for the original. I used to be the best in the world. Not anymore, but at one point in time I was. And so I love the game, and I will be playing it on Friday. I think if it comes out on Friday, which it might. But anyway, I'm pretty sure. That's my show. Thank you all for watching. And I will, I'll see you later, I guess. I mean...